Hey friends, I'm so excited to share my photography studio with you. Come on in. It's Sarah Petty and I can't wait to show you my dream photography studio.
Children in ways that decorate our clients' homes. So of course
we specialize in wall portraits of children in ways that decorate our clients' homes. So of course I wanted my clients to walk in and see a giant wall portrait. This is actually my daughter when she was young jumping on her bed, and we added some grain and made it an art piece. That's what we want. We want to decorate our clients' walls with artwork of the people they love, not just art fair art, which I have and you'll see throughout this studio, but artwork that they look at and it gives them goosebumps. And that's what we want to do when people walk in, is see this 6-foot canvas that had to be delivered on a semi-truck and get them in the right mindset to really be thinking wall art. My husband's architectural firm is on this side of the building because it was designed around my Northlight camera room. And so we'll give you a tour of that after we show you my side, but he works over there in the Ferris Bueller's Day Off style all glass mid-century building. He designed this, which is a huge perk of marrying an architect. We fell in love with our house. It has a couple acres and it was already existing, and I thought, I'm never gonna get to build anything with my architect husband. And when we got married, we both started our businesses and we started dreaming about possibly building a building where we could both work together. And that dream has come true. So I'm really excited for you guys to see our space. This is our foyer where our clients can get ready, or extra kids, or people can wait. And again, we're showing them beautiful soft silver wall portraits. Over here, we're showing them canvases. A lot of our artwork has a lot of emotion on it. So we've got people laughing and we've got them flying through the air. We really want to celebrate each client and everything that's special about them. And so you'll see a lot of variety of artwork as we walk through, which is kind of what we love to do. We also designed a small kitchenette unit so that we could show clients what artwork might look like in their kitchen. We had reclaimed wood items built in throughout. We have this tall table, which is fun. I'm 6 feet tall. You probably can't tell it on the computer. But we have some local firemen that on the side, they create reclaimed cool things from old wood. So you'll be seeing throughout some of the things we brought in because we didn't want it to be straight mid-century Eames and look like a showroom. We wanted a little more eclectic things happening. And so throughout we designed little interesting things, and you'll be seeing those. And then the artwork, we teach our clients how to frame properly. We include frames because it's so important for the artwork. Like this little girl with the blonde hair and the gold soft frame. It's perfect. Putting a black frame on that would be too harsh. And so I love having different spaces to showcase how art should be properly framed. To me, it's the icing on the cake. A beautiful portrait without the appropriate frame, it just falls flat. Come look. We created this window, we call it the fish tank, so that we could see and have visual access to what's happening below. Sometimes our clients' kids are waiting and they want to go down and play a sport, and they can do that and we can see them through the fish tank. Come check out my camera room. This whole building was designed around the Northlight so that we could shoot on all the walls without having to use lights. We have studio lights on this ceiling mount so that we can swing them around quickly, but we only need them when it's low light, dark, or a big group. Let me share some things that we have in this room that are special. We shoot on this chalkboard. We welcome high school seniors. It was vintage. I think it came from a garage sale or Goodwill, and it's beat up, which gives it character. This posing stool is very sentimental to me. When I started my first studio, I had no money, I had no props, I had no equipment, and there was a studio in town going out of business. And I went to the garage sale, and this is the only thing I bought. I think I paid like $12 for it. And every time I go to get rid of it, I think, you know, it's such a good posing stool. It goes up and down, it spins, it never shows in the photo, but it really just makes me feel grateful to the photographers who went before me and all the love that happened on this chair before I ever got it. So I just keep it because it's kind of cool. All of the other chairs that we have, everything in here we shoot on. I don't buy anything that can't be used in a session. So every chair, every prop, everything is something that we want to use. One of my favorite things, and kind of something we're known for, is shooting on colored paper. I use this ring light that I don't even know if they make anymore, and we shoot our subjects through the middle so it puts a really neat glow in their eyes. And we pull down different papers as needed. Those are from Savage. Really amazing, and you can even buy them in shorter widths and put them on a tripod or a camera stand and use them wherever. But I wanted big rolls and lots of them, and so they stay there. We can pull down whatever color we want. I think it holds about 10 rolls, and we keep a bunch of extras, so we always have school colors or something complementary to what my clients are wearing. And this is a product that makes me so happy. This thing is big, and I don't love storing it, but my clients love it, and it creates really beautiful artwork. This is the wall that we mostly shoot on, and I also project for my clients on this wall. So if you can see up here, we have a projector mounted in the wall, which is very fun. So we can turn the lights off in the room, we pull the sofa over, and we project their images right here, giant, huge giant with music, and I absolutely, absolutely love it. I didn't have that big of space in my last studio. I had to make things work, and so getting to design it, my husband was excellent to give us all this natural light, and the curtains roll down. So I have a little remote control, and I push it and the curtains just roll down and close, so it makes the room really dark, nice and easy, which is perfect for presenting. This is where I sit with my clients to do the consultation. I feel so happy in my camera room. I didn't want different rooms for all of these things. So I sit right here, show them books, albums, wall portraits, and we discuss what they want for their session. So they're right here in the room where we shoot, getting their creative mojo really going. We're always looking for interesting backgrounds, interesting things. So we found this from George and Willie. I think they're maybe in Australia. Really cool. We can write notes. The kids can write a note for their senior portraits. And it's just fun to rip off the paper and just have something different. If you look up here, all of our backgrounds are hand painted. So we buy canvas and we hand paint them so that they don't look like anything you see anywhere else, which is really special and important to me. I don't want my clients all leaving with the same thing. So every year or two we add a new canvas, and we don't always use them, but they're so nice to have because our work looks like nobody else's. Come down here, I gotta show you something. If you're really good at your session, you can open the treasure chest. Do you wanna see? Yeah? In here, when our little clients are good, they get to open the treasure chest and pick a treasure. They can pick a rattle or some glasses. And kids always love this. There's me. We had this built from a company called Sticks in Iowa, and they hand designed and created this for us. And it is one of my favorite things. That was a treat to myself when I opened this studio. I wanted that really special treasure chest, and we let kids pull it around, but they're not allowed to open it until their session is over. It's one of my favorite things. You guys want to see my closet? I think you do. Come on in. All right, this is something I've never had in any of my small makeshift studios, and when we built this, I told my husband I really want a great room to have frame samples and all of our supplies. And so we kind of splurged and had this wall built in so that we could find our packaging and our paper samples and all the things we need. So over here are frame samples, and we typically don't bring our clients in here. We take out to them so that we don't overwhelm them. But we have so many choices of frame samples. We have a lot of light stands. We have different props. This sofa we got at a vintage auction, which was fun because if you look, it's probably, well, it's about 6 feet long and it's really low. So for posing high school seniors, it works great because it's small. They don't look engulfed by this giant sofa. So really love that. Lots of supplies here, extra posing stools. We've got a softbox here that we use when we need lights in the camera room. We've got lots of different backgrounds. A lot of these are from White House Custom Color, WHCC, who is my lab, and I love them. If you're a photographer and you don't have a pro lab that thrills you, check them out. They make these, they're like polyester. So if we need one on the go or we need something smaller, we have all of these choices. Again, more custom ones, hand painted ones. And we like to keep them hanging because you can't fold them, especially the muslin, because they'll get a fold mark in them. So we want to keep them all hanging. And then all of our other equipment here, extra chairs, extra paper rolls for our paper rack, more frame samples, and then all of our lenses, camera bags, equipment goes in the corner. So we can always find what we're looking for. This is the first time I've ever had a dedicated production space. So this is where the magic happens, where images are retouched, where the production happens, things are prepped for the framer, and clients don't really come back here, but they can because it's so nice. There's a fun story with these kids and their mustaches. We had a family in who has 9 children, and we were photographing them all, and by the end, the youngest ones were ready to be done, and we said, go to the treasure chest and pick a treasure. And one of them came out with a mustache, well, a mustache on his lip, and everybody laughed, and he said, take my picture. And then we went up the line through all of the kids until we got to the oldest sister, when, as you can see, there's no more sticky left. And we did a collage of 9 with the parents and the 7 kids, and they just loved it. And let me ask you this, like if you go into someone's house and they have a giant portrait of all of their kids with mustaches on, all different places on their face, how do you not think those are the coolest parents and just love that artwork? And the dad told me at the end that they had more fun that day of their session than they had at Disney World. And to celebrate that family, I wanted these images large on the wall because they're so much fun and they tell such a great story about how your artwork is meant to celebrate your family. Not like the old days, I don't feel like, where everybody was stiff and dressed formally. I want to celebrate kids and who they are, and I want to tell the story of each family. And this was such a fun session to tell their family's story. All right, come into my office. This is another reclaimed piece that we had designed in the building. I typically don't like artwork propped. I want it hanging, but what I love about this, because I make a lot of videos here, is that I've got this gorgeous natural light window wall coming at me, and then I can change my backgrounds, and they still look really pretty interesting. And the only thing I told my husband was, I have to have a fireplace in my office. It doesn't even need to be real logs. But I love heat. Like it could be about 11 months of the year. Even when we have to turn the air on the first time, sometimes just for fun, I turn on my fireplace because I can. Here I have all my business books. Well, okay, not all my business books. I have some business books because I have so many business books. And this is actually kind of funny. My friend gave me this, and this is the picture that came in it. And I just haven't put a photo in it yet, which is funny. I've really gotten away from small little framed things. I call it knick-knack paddywhack. So if you notice, I don't do a lot of framed portraits. This was my kids when they were little. We gifted our best clients with this. It's a small canvas, and we don't even sell this, but I did it as a thank you, and so I did one of my own kids. But other than that, I think photos are meant to be large on the wall. I love our room chairs. They make me so happy. We have a couple of them. They're so comfortable to sit in, literally. You can work on the computer. They're just my favorite piece ever that we have. I wish I had 10 of them. But of course, orange is my favorite color. And my designer designed this when we were looking for artwork for my office because, again, I love photography, but I also like to mix in things that are non-photography. So this says family first, which is my why. I work to create my businesses to run successfully so I can be the best mom I can be and the best wife I can be and be a part of raising my children, not working their whole life away in the hopes that one day I'll get to have time with them. This is what I teach. This is my motto. I love it. We were married in '97 And my twins were born in 2000 and my baby in 2003. So it mimics the Pantone color chart for you creatives out there. And it's just orange. If you see, orange is my favorite color. I have orange everywhere. Come look and see what's back here. This overlooks our gym. And what's really cool is we had it designed so this opens so we can shoot out here. So we have the natural light coming in from the wall of lights or wall of sunshine. And we've got gym floor. So for the sports shots, we've got just a really, really cool shooting space. Hi, we're in the basement now. And if you can see, we have artwork down here that was shot in the gym. Cool acrylic and metal that can decorate a high school senior's room. I just think that's so cool. Why have artwork that looks like what everybody else has when you can have your sport art that's really cool? And as you see, we can shoot from the above angle so we can get really cool shots that nobody else can get. Here is our gym. Anybody want to play volleyball? We wanted to have a workout space for everyone on our team, for our kids, for us, so we can be healthy and be entrepreneurs. We built like a little workout space with all our glory days, memorabilia and flags from our colleges, making kind of a little sporty area. Suppose I was hanging out here and then I just found the Scooby-Doo door. Now you're getting in on the backstage. Nobody comes in here. Clients don't come in here. This is our frame shop. This is how we clean windows. That's family Christmas decorations in the back and all of our junk in between. So if you think everything is perfect here, it's not. We have our hidden Scooby-Doo door that, well, only we know about, right? My hubby really wanted an open floor plan because he wanted this space to be enjoyed by our team, by our family, and it's been really fun because the gym and the living kitchen area are connected. So we've hosted family events in the gym when photographers come in to study with me. We have a catered dinner and we feed everyone in the gym, which is really fun. We really wanted a space where we could work. We do community events where students come in and hang out down here, and they have class here for 2 hours from 7:30 to 9-ish in the morning. And they can have all these different functional spaces, which is really cool. I love having photography, but also artwork that means something. And this piece is by Charlie Hauska, who's kind of a local sort of famous artist. I love his style. I feel like this is our family. We're like crazy and fun and happy and vibrant. And as you can see, I love large. If you just have one large, cool piece of art, it makes such a statement versus trying to put photos and artwork and things everywhere. I like just clean and simple and let the art tell the story. We all hang out here. This is one of our favorite spaces. This is another piece designed by awesome firemen who do that as well. And this is about a 4-inch thick piece of reclaimed wood with the Bertoa chairs around it. We literally live here. And being tall people, we made it tall. So as we all know, everyone ends up in the kitchen hanging out. So when we have groups, we can have a group there, we can have a group there. If we have team meetings, we can have them anywhere. And so it's a really, really efficient space. And I love the fact that it's got the really open floor plan. You can't be married to an architect without the Eames chair. One of the most classic chairs designed by Charles Eames, and it's one of my favorites, and we use it for posing in the studio, and we use just the ottoman or the chair, and we might or might not text my husband on an occasion when we're in a session and ask him to run down, throw it in the elevator, bring it up, and then it just appears. Sort of like he's the guy that works the work elevator. That's what he does here. He brings this chair up and down when we need it, which is really cool. Hey, thank you for coming and checking out my photography studio, but it's time for you to go. See ya.